Hi, everyone. This is Stephanie from Baldwin County Homeschool Expo. Sorry, I've said it several times today. But we have now with us Carrie from Coastal Makers, and I am super excited to talk with her because I love the arts. So I'm excited to see what all that they have for our homeschool communities. So Carrie, what all do you guys do?
Oh, thank you for having me, Stephanie. It's great to be here. We're kind of a unique art studio. We dabble in a lot of different mixed media style art. So we don't just focus on a canvas and a painting, because art, as you know, is many, it has many different focuses. Sewing can be considered an art, and wood burning and woodworking can be considered an art. So we're not just paint and a canvas, which is really fun and takes people out by surprise a little bit when they come in the studio and they see all the different mixed media art that they can do. So some of the things that we can do for our homeschoolers is we provide after school adventures in art. Really, it can be during school adventures in art because you're a homeschooler, but that's what we started out last year offering, is our after school adventures in art. And basically that's just a program where we get together once a week for about an hour and a half, and it's built into 4 sessions. So you'll come to 4 different sessions in a month for an hour and a half, and then we focus on different styles. We might one week be working on some recycled product, and with that we'll incorporate some paper and we'll incorporate some paint, and then maybe the next week we will focus on some watercolors and oil pastels. So we're constantly changing and evolving and practicing and trying new things with our art, and the kids always usually have a great time because it's never the same thing over and over. They're constantly being introduced to new styles, new techniques, new tools, more than just a paintbrush. So we like to make sure that their minds stay creative.
Yeah, that's awesome. Absolutely. I love, like I said, the art. I love different mediums and different stuff. So this is really cool. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, some of the things that you can see on this wall behind me are from our Adventures in Art class. One of our sessions last spring was taking off right as COVID was hitting. So we ended up taking everything online. And that went pretty good for me doing my first, online teaching series. But it did go well. Like we did a lot of the mixed media owl there is on some cardboard with some, we laid down some texture, which isn't typically the expensive texture you're going to find in the hardware or in the craft stores. We take a lot of our tools from the hardware store, where we're going to spend a little less money and you still get a really cool result. So we like to use things in a little different way. And then we did also the tree behind me was a fun mixed media thing. I can't get my left and my right. But anyway, the tree behind me was another fun one. That was a really fun kind of semi-watercolor with some paper collaging and things like that. So we do a lot of different things. They're going to get exposed to a lot of techniques and a lot of different tools. Another thing that people can do if they're not in the position where they can commit to, our weekly class that's an hour and a half long, if you've got like a co-op, a group of homeschoolers that you do something with, we can set up a private session and do something, whether it's once a month or once a quarter, and do some special projects as well, and some different art projects. So there's that option as well.
That's very cool. So you guys do both also, mainly it was in person, but now it's virtual because of COVID. But are you guys going to keep doing some virtual stuff, or is it all going to be in person, or what do you guys have a plan on that?
That's a great question. For the most part, we're going to keep everything in person. I did a poll on one of my groups, and overwhelming majority want them in person. And that is what I prefer as well. It's just so much easier to teach, and I think the kids get a lot more out of it. when you're able to have that scenario. I mean, I will limit my class sizes smaller than what I normally do, but I'm going to keep them in person as much as possible. If there's a demand for virtual, I can make that happen. It just takes a little bit more work on my side to get it set up, and I'm not 110% there yet. That's why when I did them virtual in the spring, it worked. It was rocky, but it worked. We got it done. I just have wonderful tech skills.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are in that same situation where it's just this situation just kind of snuck up on us, and we're all learning.
Yeah, we had to pivot very quickly. You know, and then we did summer camps all summer, and so we haven't, like I said, we haven't gotten a good footing on the virtual space yet. I know it's possible. I know I can do it. It's just a matter of getting it done and taking the time to get it set up.
Whereabout are you located so they know how to find you?
Great question. So we have a studio in downtown Mobile. It's literally it's 3 right turns after you come out of the tunnel. So very easy to find, very easy to get to, very easy parking. And then that's where we have the majority of our classes right now. I do have a location in Spanish Fort that I use as well. I have an in-home studio that I've been using for summer camps and classes. But I'm going to tread lightly on that right at this second because might be moving. We're not far away. We're staying in Baldwin County. So we'll have classes in Baldwin County. I just can't specify exactly where yet, if they'll stay where they are or not.
Well, what's your website, or you have Facebook, so that people can keep up and find you easily, I guess? Yes.
So the best thing to do is to follow us on Facebook. I always put events on Facebook, and if they find an event that they want, they can click on the link to register, and it will take you to our website. Our website is coastalmakers.com, so very easy. Same with Facebook, it's Coastal Makers. The information as far as the homeschooling options will be up very soon. Like by next week, I'll have some more information online for that. There was one thing you said now, and now I've lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
No, I was saying sorry.
The 3-second delay gets you every time, doesn't it? I was going to let you go.
You go ahead, Carrie.
Fantastic. Just so they get an idea, the Adventures in Art, I usually, depending on how big my groups are, I usually have kindergarten through 8-year-olds in a group, and then I usually have 9 through 12 in a group as well. So that will give parents an idea as far as what to expect, and the projects are obviously tailored appropriately for the kids. They may do similar things as far as project-wise, but the techniques may be different or altered a little bit depending on their age.
So to go with you, kind of get builds onto it. So if you're doing, say, charcoal drawing, as they get older, you have more advanced classes versus just only beginners, or is it more of just a beginner's thing?
Right. The older they get, the more advanced they get. So if we're working with charcoals, obviously the K through 8s are going to be very basic. We're going to do very, basic skill sets and shading and that kinds of stuff. And then as they get older, those skills are going to be, we're going to ask more of them and we're going to teach them more.
Perfect.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to be notified as far as, hey, I want to know as soon as you have your, homeschooling schedule and what the offerings are, they can just email me directly at coastalmakers@gmail.com, and I can make sure that I get them on the list to notify them when I have everything finalized. But yeah, in a nutshell, it'll be, 4 sessions a month, 1.5-hour sessions. And it'll just be a month-to-month commitment. They don't have to, sign up for a year-long, session or anything like that. Let's see, what else would a parent want to know? And then, yeah, well, if anybody knows people in Mobile County, or if, I have a lot of Eastern Shore people that actually do come down to the studio. So that's totally an option if people want to come down to the studio from Baldwin County. It's a fun little environment. As you can see, it's very happy. It's very colorful. It gets people out of their home and out of their homeschool desk into something a little bit different. So,
yes, I love it. Do you have a certain favorite style of art to teach?
Anything really that's mixed media. My brain is so like all over the place. If I'm not using paint and paper and paint pens or texture on my piece, well, then I'm just not happy. Like, it's gotta have it all.
Very cool. Yeah, you guys need to definitely check her out. Go on Facebook, like Coastal Makers. You can't miss her logo. It is awesome. It is bright colors. Find her website. That's really cool. Everyone, I've talked with several people, and art, as they're younger, it's kind of like, okay, that's somewhat easy to do at your home, but it's something that not everyone is artistic, and it's kind of hard, especially as they get older, to be able to give their children art classes. And so for this, you guys offering this, that's a great opportunity to be able to bring that art into the homeschool world.
Right. Well, and a lot of parents get overwhelmed with the mess. You bring out all the supplies and you make a giant mess, and then they got to clean it up, and then it's on the floor, it's wiping the hands on the walls. In an environment like this, it doesn't matter. Just let them play, let them have fun, let them get messy. And then guess what, Mom? You don't have to worry about any of the cleanup.
True. Roughly, do you have pricing, or does it depend on the type of class that you sign up for?
For the homeschooling, for the 4 weeks, it'll probably be around $60 for the month. And then if you have multiple children, I will absolutely work on some discounting for that.
Awesome. And that's an hour and a half a week. That's awesome.
Yeah, I find that's a really good happy medium for something like this, because an hour just isn't quite long enough. And then sometimes a 2 hour, especially for the little ones, is just on the verge of being too long. So.
Very true. Well, that is awesome. It's so exciting. I'm going to have to take a trip over across the bay.
Yes, we would love to have you come see us. So great.
Yeah, any last minute?
Yeah, we do. If you're looking for things just for them to keep them occupied over the weekend, or if they need to make a special gift for someone, we do offer take-home kits as well.
Oh, cool.
Different things. We've got some wood cutouts. We've got some ceramic pieces. We've got some Grandparents' Day projects coming up that are going to be really, really fun. And some of them, not all of them, but some of them have videos that go along with them that you can just pull up on YouTube and create right along with us. So we are working on getting a video for every single thing, but I'm just one person, so I have to. But we're getting there. But yeah, if you need, just some cute little projects to take home, and you can see I've updated my inventory since I've updated the website, but on the website you can get a good idea of what we have. But I do have more to add on there. So it's coming.
That's awesome. Yeah, everyone, make sure you guys check them out. And I will definitely be coming on over across the bay. So that's really exciting. Thank you so much for taking time and meeting with us. And yeah, this is awesome.
Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate your time, and good luck to everybody in their new school year.
Thank you so much. You have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.